When rounding numbers, or specifically rounding decimals, you have to first identify what you're rounding to, and that's going to be where in the concept of the number, according to the decimal place, you're going to look. So for example, let's look at this red one here. I'm going to round this number, 7.4263, to the hundredths. I'm going to identify the hundredths place, and then what I'll do is look one space to the right and identify, is this number closer to like a 10 or is it closer to a 0? And the cutoff there is 5. If it's 5 or above, we move it up 1. So this is clearly bigger than 5. So we're going to take this 7.42 and turn it into 7.43 because the extras are big enough, 63, right, or even just the 6. The extras are big enough that we're going to round it up. In the next one, round 0.467 to the nearest hundredth. Hundredth is right here. We look at the number to the right of our place value. That number is closer to 10 than it is to 0, so we're going to round it up. So we're going to get 0.47. Your teacher might have told you, 5 or above, give it a shove is a nice way to remember that. Nearest ones place, this is the ones place. We look one space to the right of that. 4 or below, we let it go. In other words, 4 is closer to 0 than it is to 10, so we do not round up the 0, which means it stays 0 and everything else goes away. And finally, the nearest tenth, this is the tenth. We look to the right of it. That's an 8. That's closer to 10 than it is to 0, so we're going to round up. Well, 3.9 has to round up, so we're going to turn it into the only thing it can be is 4.0 or 4. And that is how you round.